Ham was trusted with his daddy's drunkenness, but didn't handle it right, did he? He decided he would expose his daddy. Now his daddy had just became the literal Jesus in the world, the literal savior of the world. His daddy was Noah. His daddy had built an ark that had took people in that would literally come into a new world. So his daddy had literally became symbolic of a priest for God. So his daddy had just did mighty works for God. But as soon as his daddy got through doing the mighty works, because works can exhaust you whether y'all know it or not. This is not an easy task to do on Sundays. I literally be exhausted. It is not easy to do, to live a life of doing the work of God. It is not easy to do. It seems like it because y'all sit out there, but you don't realize what all this stuff consists of. You don't realize, you don't know the behind the scenes and everything that comes with it. So you got to think about what was going on with this man. Let me show y'all what was going on with Noah. Just a little bit inclination and just a little light shining into it that was going on with Noah. Now Noah had got a word from God that said, I want you to build an ark because it's going to rain. Noah went to the people to tell the people and they laughed at him. So part of wearing this cloth means there's some stuff you're going to tell them. They ain't going to want to hear you. They ain't going to think you're a joke. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. They think I'm playing. I mean, I'm saying something going to happen. They think, yeah. Okay, no. Y'all, it's going to rain. He crazy. He don't even know what he's talking about. Nobody's still, you know. See, when you have a spirit of dishonor on you, you're going to miss the prophetic word that's coming to you. Y'all better hear me today. When you have dishonor on you, you're going to miss your prophetic word. Your prophetic word is trying to guide you into your next season, into your next place. See, he was trying to take them to a place of safety, right? He said, it's going to rain if you will listen to me now. It's going to get you to your next place. But they ended up dying because they would not. So Noah, just think of what he had to deal with. You literally got to keep telling people it's going to rain. It ain't going to rain. I got to build this ark. And they look at that fool. Look at that fool guy. Look at that. I don't think I'm saying something. Somebody said nothing, Pastor, you say. And she ain't said that. Okay, you know, I said it. Okay. Let me know how it worked for you. And I said that. Okay. All right. This is what he has to deal with. So you can just imagine. I want y'all to think for a second. The responsibility that sits on a leader when you are hearing for everybody. Think about it now. You just worry about what's going on in your little house. I got all y'all houses. You think about it. So the worst thing that can happen is for me to have to try to figure out what some of y'all in, what's going on. I see what Jesus be talking about then. When he talking about if a sheep going straight, you got to lead the 90 and the 9. But what if you can't lead the 90 and the 9 and they tripping too? All of them wonder. So you don't have the responsibility of it. This man had a great responsibility sitting on him. He was the one that was given a word. Because what y'all got to see in the midst of all of this, see, you have to allow yourself to connect to the Spirit of God to be able to hear and to see what it is that God is saying. God gave that word to how many people? How many was it? That's right. So what makes you think that you're supposed to be able to supersede the leader? When God has chosen a leader. Huh? If God had gave that word to multiple people, why was Noah the only one with it? Huh? If you was in a position that's to where you can hear better than the leader, you can do it better than the leader, or what have you, why you ain't got the word? Why you still in a path of destruction? Why you ain't building your ark? Huh? Why you ain't building your ark then? If you got the word. So this man has got a whole responsibility on him that he's got to hear for these folk. These folk that are stiff-necked, that don't want to listen. These folks that have issues, hidden matters inside of their heart. And these folk that are riding by calling him crazy for what it is that he's doing. But he's yet building the ark. And he's building the ark with an intent that if maybe one day they go change their mind and get on here. How you know that? Because look how big he did it. Look how big he made it. And they were 40 cubits. 40 by 80, I want to say it said. Look how big he made it. They tried to do a replica of it with the Titanic. Look how big. He made it in hopes that these people would wake up. And these people would literally hear what it was that he was trying to say to them. So what about when the pastor is literally still trying to build an habitation for you to come in, regardless of the frame of mind you got? What? Think about it. Think about it. I want you to think about who you love for a second. And let's just say that they are outside of what it is that you want to see happen for them. But you got an opportunity to build something. Ain't you going to still consider them? Still in hopes that if they come, there is a room for them? Not just enough for me. Because if I build enough just for me, all I'm concerned about is who? So building an ark with an intent of hoping, Jesus, I pray they get themselves to the Lord Jesus. Lord God, please help me. I don't still build this ark, God. You still build this ark. Still gonna build this ark, God, regardless of what is being said. I'm gonna still build this ark. Why in the world is she building such a big old ark? When it ain't nobody but herself, what is she doing? I'm building an ark in hopes that those that are lost will be able to hear and come to their senses and come in. Who else did it? Moses did it for the people. He was literally in hopes that Israel would hear and that they would get themselves together and that they would come in. So when you think in the context of how a leader and what a leader has to deal with, that's what a leader has to deal with. That's what a leader has to go through. Billy, they ain't here. So now he gets all the way up to the door. He gets the ark built. And now it's time for the rain. Now it's time for them to enter in. And all he can take in is his family. But what about the commons? What about the cold? What about the nurses? What about the animals? What about the shine? Can you imagine how you feel? What about you? Gotta close the door? I gotta close the door? God says, close the door. This is God, y'all. Who I'm talking about? I'm talking about God. That one that they keep trying to convince you that is to play with. Trying to teach y'all how to honor him. The man don't play. He's a man of his word. So you heard, You heard about Noah, and you got it from the Bible story. Let me give it to you from the facts of it. Showing you something you didn't see it. So close the door. Close the door. Yeah. It was some doors closed on some folks. God did that. God did that. But why? Why did God close it? What is this series on? Because they were. They dishonored. Dishonor will get some doors closed for you. Some doors closed. Dishonor. Go in the natural context and think that you're going to be promoted on your job or whatever. And think you're going to dishonor the supervisor and they just going to give you a promotion. Will they? Dishonor is not going to open no doors. Dishonor is going to get them doors closed. So, for those of us that think that we can just dishonor and things are going to just keep happening and going to be fine for us, I'm here to tell you, God, please help me. I'm sorry, but I have to be honest with y'all. It's a day coming. The day Noah started building that ark, they thought it was a joke, but the day came. There is a day coming. God help me. Please forgive me. There is a day coming. There is a day. Just like I said earlier, with any preachers, including Odell Field, Sean Lee, any preachers that do not do what we're supposed to do, there is a day coming. But where we get twisted and get messed up and we refuse to honor is when it don't happen to us right then. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help y'all. It's when it don't happen to us right then. Because what that makes us think that I've gotten because things gotten by, see. Because it didn't happen to me, see. I dishonored Pastor yesterday and I didn't doubt it. I woke up this morning. So you think that God is okay with it? Yeah. You think God is fine with that. You don't realize that ark is being built. Because it's going to rain. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. You don't realize that. God was telling Israel, I have a problem with y'all. And because of your dishonor, it's going to rain. It's going to rain. Verse 5. Hosea 4, verse 5. It says, therefore shall thou fall in the day. I told y'all it was a day coming, didn't I? Told y'all it's a day coming. The day coming. It's a day coming for all of us. It's a day coming for all of us. Us, U.S., which means inclusive, right? There is a day coming for all of us. They say don't preach hell, fire, and brimstone. They might better bring it back. They better tell the truth about what this book say. They better tell folk the truth about what this book say. Because the fear of God needs to return to folk. The fear of God has left folk. The fear of God is gone so that folk are just outright nasty and disrespectful. Outright. Just outright. Therefore shall thou fall in the day, and the prophet shall also fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. Okay. What are you talking about, Lord? What God is saying is I am literally going to everything that I have spoken prophetically towards you in the